Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Anybody that's new to the channel, my name is Chris, and in this video I want to explain to you guys what is a dividend yield. Okay, for many new and stock investors or people that want to start investing into stocks, one of the biggest and main points that many people start to know is dividends. Okay, dividends, if you have enough dividend stocks, enough dividend companies that pay you guys some sort of dividends, it could make you guys rich, and it could basically make you financially free long term, right? That's why people love dividends. If you invest enough money into dividend paying companies, it could retire you very, very early. But when it comes to new investors, they don't know what type of companies to look for. So in this video, I basically want to explain to you what is a dividend step by step, as like you are a very new beginner or a noob, let's say, into the stock market. And I'm gonna show you guys some sort of websites to what I specifically use to research my dividend stocks to make sure I get the best and the high quality dividend stocks. All right, guys. So before we get started, I always try to give you guys the most up-to-date information and everything. Come on, guys. The least thing that you could do for me is give me a big thumbs up and subscribe down to the channel. Come on, guys. I'm trying to make you guys a lot of money. Try to become financially free through dividends. All right. So give me a big thumbs up. It does help me out. So let's start with dividends. Dividend in the dictionary version is called payments made by a corporation to its shareholders, usually as a distribution of profits. All right. So let me simplify that down to these people that don't understand this English language anymore. Okay. So for every share or for every stock that you own of a dividend paying company, okay, a dividend paying company, they will pay you a percentage, a small profit of their profit just because you hold some of their shares. Okay. Not every company pays a dividend, and every company has a dividend percentage. Okay, so I'm gonna show you guys some examples, so don't you worry about it. Okay, now when it comes to dividends, many people think, oh, I'm gonna just buy stocks that have a very high dividend yield, I want to get rich faster. But that doesn't necessarily tell you that that's a very good company to invest in, because maybe you're putting in $10,000 into this company, let's say, or $1,000 into this company, and it has a very high dividend yield. You thinking, oh, I'm gonna get paid, X amount of money every month or every 3 months, right? Because dividends gets paid out in distributions. It could be monthly, quarterly, every 6 months or annually, right? So I'm gonna get paid every 3 months, let's say. You're gonna get paid, and if you invest $1,000, you think you're gonna get paid another crazy number, let's say $800, right? Just because you're getting paid $800 every 3 months doesn't necessarily mean your $1,000 in that stock is safe, because you could be investing into a dying company and you're slowly losing your money, but you're so hyped up into that dividend yield that you're blinded by that, and even though you think you're making profit, you're actually losing money. Okay, and there's where a lot of people have a lot of downfalls and a lot of downturns, so please be careful with that. Okay, and depending on the type of industry or the type of stock market sector you're investing, it will depend on the dividend yield as well. For example, normally real estate companies have very high dividend yields than technology companies, okay? And energy companies have a higher dividend yield than retail companies, for example, okay? So I'm gonna give you guys some examples, right? So for example, in this one example, I'm gonna talk about AT&T, ticker symbol T. Okay, you can see that right now they're trading at $28.75. This is Yahoo Finance. This is one of the websites that I use to check out dividend yields. Okay, it's not one of the best ones to check out very good quality companies, but it's one to give you guys a good basis for a dividend yield, right? So you go in, you put the ticker symbol or the company name on the search bar, and AT&T will come out, right? So right here in the bottom where it says forward dividend and yield, this is the number you're trying to look for. Okay, where it says forward dividend, you see 2.08. That's the amount of money, $2.08, that they're gonna pay you every year, but for you holding one share of AT&T. Now AT&T does pay every 3 months. So if you're gonna divide $2.08 divided by 4, $2.08 divided by 4, there's 4 quarters in a year, you're gonna get 52 cents every 3 months for holding one share of AT&T. Okay, so 7.37% is the dividend yield. Okay, so how you calculate that, just in case they don't have the $2.08 next to it, is you'll get the price, the stock price. So you get your trusty calculator out again. You're gonna put $28.75, right? You're gonna scroll back down and times it 0.0737, and that should be how much they're gonna pay you for holding one share of AT&T per year. Okay, $2.11. Divide that into 4, you're gonna get 52 cents every 3 months for holding AT&T. Okay, now one of the biggest things, guys, when you want to get more in depth into dividend yield and dividend percentages and just how safe is your dividend when you're investing into companies, I like to use many different types of websites. For example, Yahoo Finance is one of them. It's not the strongest one, but I also like to use Dividend.com. When you go to Dividend.com, it'll be the same thing like Yahoo Finance. You go in the search bar, put the ticker symbol, the company name on the search bar, look for the company, you scroll down, and you have your dividend yield right here, $2.08, 7.4% is your dividend percentage, the dividend yield for that company. Okay, now when it comes to being safe, I like to use Seeking Alpha. When you look up the company, for example AT&T, you're gonna have dividend safety payout ratio. That is very important. Okay, depending on the payout ratio will depend on how safe the dividend is for, number one, for dividend growth and for dividend longevity, meaning can this company sustain this dividend payout, because not all companies could afford paying out dividends. Not all companies pay out dividends, right? So dividend safety and the dividend payout ratio is very important. For example, AT&T has 66.33%. Okay, my average when I look into dividend stocks is always around 60% or lower. Okay, meaning they're using 66% of their profit and they're using that money to distribute it back out to the shareholders. Okay, so if you have a payout ratio of like 90% or 99%, that means 99% of the company's profit is being used for dividends. Okay, which in a way it cannot be sustainable because that company is going to be very stagnant and won't have real much opportunity for growth long term, right? So having a very low payout ratio is pretty dang good. So 66.33% is around average in my opinion. I would like to have it a little bit lower, like 60%, below. Okay, but that doesn't mean AT&T is a bad company to invest in. Okay, because they're pretty good, solid, solidified companies that have higher payout ratios than others. All right, for example, Coca-Cola, they have a 78.24% payout ratio. Okay, we all know that Coca-Cola is a very great company that has been in the market for a very, very long time. It's probably older than a lot of our grandmothers, and Coca-Cola has a 78.24% payout ratio. So it's, in a way, if you want to put it in long, numbers term, Coca-Cola is a riskier investment than AT&T. Okay, which is kind of weird to say because Coca-Cola, we all know that Coca-Cola is going to be here forever. Okay, we don't know if AT&T is going to be here forever, but we all know everybody's going to love the Coca-Cola drinks, right? Another company that is compared to Coca-Cola is Pepsi, right? So when you look at Pepsi's dividends and their dividend safety, you can kind of see that when it comes to Pepsi, they have a better dividend safety score than Coca-Cola at 67.61%. Okay, so it all kind of depends on what type of companies you want to look for. If you really want to get more in depth onto the financials of companies, you can always look at their investors relations and really look at their numbers, right, to see if this company can actually be sustainable and to see if the dividends matches up to how the company is running long term. I do hope this kind of did help you. I use 3 websites, Yahoo Finance, Dividend.com, and Seeking Alpha to kind of help me or guide me to pick great dividend companies, okay, and very high dividend yield stocks. I'm a dividend and value investor, so dividend is one of my, let's say my forte that I love dividend stocks. Why? Because it pays me every 3 months, and especially some real estate stocks, like realty income pays you out every month. Okay, when it comes to real estate stocks, they do pay out a very high dividend yield compared to the other segments in the market. Okay, guys, so I hope this video kind of helped you and guided you into the right direction to what dividend is and to start investing into dividend stocks, because dividend stocks is a very good way to start investing into the market because it's a little bit safer and you're guaranteed money back. Okay, just remember to always buy into very good, solid dividend yield companies, right? In my opinion, AT&T, Coke, and Pepsi are very good dividend yield companies that are going to continue to grow their dividends long term. There are many different companies out there. For example, Home Depot, Lowe's, those are pretty good ones in my opinion. There's Altria that has a very high dividend yield percentage, but you should always look into different types of financials when it comes to dividend companies. Okay, if you guys want me to go more in depth into specific companies and to go more in depth into their dividend yield and what it actually means for the company, comment down below and let me know some companies or some stocks, and I'll happily go over them for you guys just to make sure you guys get the best information out there and that you don't basically have to go nowhere else. That right here is all the information you will need to basically help you on your stock market journey, on your investment journey. Okay, guys, so In my channel, I like to talk about stocks, investments, financial freedom, how to make money, and just the right way on how to grow stock portfolios. All right, guys. So if you want to be part of the channel, want to be part of the journey, please remember to subscribe down, and the I think it's the red button. I'm colorblind, so the red button down there, and it just helps out the channel, right? Please remember to give me a big thumbs up. Again, it pushes the video out to more stock market enthusiasts. All right, guys. So thank you all for watching. Hope you guys did get something valuable from it. And when it comes to the market, guys, please remember to do your own due diligence before you start putting your own hard-earned money into companies. All right, guys. So please be safe out there. Please wear your mask and take care, guys. Peace out. Love y'all. Bye.